Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving into a book with a title that gets straight to the point. Brian Tracy's The Power of Self-Discipline, No Excuses. We're going to break down its big ideas into things you can actually use.
So let's just jump right in with a question that I'm pretty sure we've all asked ourselves. You set a big goal, you're all fired up and motivated, and then, somewhere along the line, it just kind of fizzles out. Why is it so tough to see things through? Well, the book suggests the answer really boils down to a choice we make every single day. You can see it right here. We're naturally wired to take the path of least resistance. You know, the easy route. It feels good right now, but it often leads to regret down the road. The real prize, though, that long-term success and feeling of accomplishment, that's waiting at the end of the path of discipline.
So here's how we're going to tackle this today. First, we'll talk about the excuse epidemic. Then we'll unlock the power of responsibility. After that, we'll lay out a success blueprint, see how discipline is self-care, and finally, we'll get to the happiness payoff. Okay, first up, the excuse epidemic. Let's get right to the heart of the problem and figure out what's really holding us back. So what even is an excuse? When you strip it all down, it's basically a way to avoid taking ownership. It's that little voice that lets you off the hook. But the problem is, it puts you in this cycle of blame and anger, making you feel like a victim. And that's a total trap. So if excuses are the lock on the door, then what's the master key? Well, it's all about one incredibly powerful idea, taking 100% responsibility. The book is so direct about this. It's a command. Just stop blaming other people or your situation. It doesn't matter if it's your job, the economy, your childhood, none of it. The power to change things is right here with you. And here's the crucial part. Taking responsibility isn't about beating yourself up. It's the exact opposite. It's the antidote. The very moment you say, "This is on me," you take all the power back from those negative feelings and you can start thinking clearly again. Okay, so we've got the mindset down, but how do we actually turn that into a real plan? This is where we get the step-by-step blueprint for making things happen. And check this out. This chart just says it all. A study found this huge difference in success rates for New Year's resolutions. People who just had a goal in their head, a 4% success rate. But people who actually wrote their goals down, 44%. That's more than 10 times higher. Just writing it down is a total game changer. So the book gives us this awesome 7-step formula. You decide what you want, you write it down, give yourself a deadline, all super important. But honestly, the real magic is in the last 2. Step 6, take action immediately. Don't wait for Monday. And step 7, do something, anything, every single day to move forward. That's how you build momentum. Now, this idea of discipline, it's not just for your job or your bank account. It is absolutely essential for your health and well-being. And thinking about it as a form of self-care, well, that's a really powerful way to look at it. What's so amazing here is just how simple it is. A famous study found these 7 habits are linked to a longer life. I mean, look at this list. It's not rocket science, right? Eating regular meals, moving your body, wearing a seatbelt. These are all simple daily disciplines that add up to a huge impact over time. And the book just cuts through all the noise and confusion about diets. It all boils down to a brutally simple formula. Eat less and exercise more. Now, that's not always easy to do, of course, but the principle itself is the foundation. It's about that consistent, disciplined approach to your health. So we've talked about success and we've talked about health. But what about the big one? What about happiness? How in the world does discipline lead to that? This right here is a complete game changer. The book argues we have it all backward. You can't just chase happiness and catch it. Instead, happiness is a byproduct. It's the feeling you get when you're disciplined and making progress on something that actually matters to you. And this quote just ties it all together so perfectly. Think about it. Our own potential is kind of all over the place until we focus it with discipline. That's what builds a life that doesn't just look good on the outside, but feels genuinely fulfilling on the inside. So as we wrap this up, the real challenge begins. It's about moving from just knowing this stuff to actually doing it. So let's make it real. What is the one excuse, big or small, that you're going to eliminate starting today? What's one small step you can take right now?